Ladies and gentlemen, the wait is almost over. In just 2 hours and 10 minutes, the 2023 NFL season is getting underway. What's up, football fans? Big Al here on this Thursday, September 7th, 2023. And I'm a little late, so I apologize. But here goes my week one picks, both straight up and against the spread. We'll also look at the broadcast teams for each game and the maps for all Sunday afternoon games. Plus, as we go through this rundown, we'll list where each team ranks in my power rankings for week number one. So ain't nothing to it but to do it. So let's jump right in to my week one NFL picks, both straight up and against the spread. And the game that will be kicking off the 104th season of the National Football League, the first of 272 regular season games over the next 18 weeks, is the Detroit Lions at the Kansas City Chiefs, as the Chiefs will be raising their Super Bowl banner up at Arrowhead. The Lions come in number 13 in my week one power rankings. And of course, the Chiefs being the Super Bowl champions, they're number one. That game is tonight at 8:20 Eastern on NBC and Peacock. The announcers will be Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and sideline reporter Melissa Stark. The current point spread in this game is Kansas City at -4.5. And the over-under is set at 53. Now, there are some injuries for the Chiefs. Some significant injuries, I should say. Travis Kelce and Chris Jones are not expected to play tonight. So that's a big blow for the Kansas City Chiefs, losing Kelce on that high-powered offense and Jones on that defense. But hey, if you have Patrick Mahomes, I don't think that's going to be a problem. Now, granted, the passing game may be a bit in question because there really isn't any wide receivers on this team, at least good wide receivers outside of Kelce. But despite that, I got to go with Mahomes and the Chiefs here. I have them winning 31-24. I have the game going over 53. And I'm taking Kansas City at -4.5 against the spread. That moves us to our Sunday schedule, where you have 8 games in the early window at 1 p.m. Eastern. And then with both CBS and Fox having doubleheaders, you have 5 games in that late window at 4:45 Eastern, with 7 games total being broadcast by CBS and 6 by Fox. So let's dive into the Sunday schedule, starting off with the Arizona Cardinals at the Washington Commanders. Sunday at 1 o'clock Eastern time on Fox. The Cardinals are ranked 32nd in my week one power rankings, while the Commanders are 23rd. All right. The announcers for this game will be Adam Amin, Mark Schlereth, and sideline reporter Christina Pink. This game is listed in blue on the Fox early map on 506sports.com. And I have a link to those maps in the description box below if you want to check those out. Now, keep in mind that these maps can change at a moment's notice. Couple markets getting one game could end up switching to another. That can happen. So make sure you check in with 506 Sports leading up to this weekend. See if there are any changes than what I have written down. Okay. And this is a very limited coverage area for this game. Outside of Phoenix and Washington, the only other major markets getting this game include Tucson, Baltimore, Richmond, and Norfolk. That's pretty much it. Current spread is Washington -7. The over-under is 37.5, which I think is the lowest point total on the board this week, and it is. I think the Cardinals are in for a very rough weekend. It starts in D.C. with a 28-3 loss to the Commanders, putting this game under 37.5 points, and I'm taking Washington -7. Next up, you've got an NFC South Division matchup as the Carolina Panthers, ranked 25th in my Week 1 power rankings, battle the Atlanta Falcons, ranked 22nd. And this is the NFL debut for Panthers rookie quarterback Bryce Young, the number 1 overall pick in the draft. This game is Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers for this game will be Chris Myers and Robert Smith. Sideline reports from Jennifer Hale. This game is shaded in yellow on the Fox early map at 506sports.com. And is pretty much being shown to much of the southeastern United States. Besides Charlotte and Atlanta, this game is also being seen in Austin, New Orleans, Tallahassee, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Raleigh, Durham, Birmingham, and Chattanooga. That's pretty much it. Current point spread is the Falcons at -3.5, and the over-under is at 39.5. Now, this was a pretty tough game for me to pick, given the fact that you have a rookie quarterback on one side and an unproven second-year quarterback on the other side. We're talking about Bryce Young and Desmond Ridder. But given this game in Atlanta, I have to take the Falcons. They'll win this game 24-14. This game will finish slightly under 39.5. And I'm taking Atlanta -3.5 points. Next up, it's the Battle of Ohio, as the Cincinnati Bengals, ranked second in my Week 1 power rankings, take the short trek north to face the Cleveland Browns, ranked 17th. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers for this game are Ian Eagle and Charles Davis, with sideline reports from Evan Washburn. This game's listed in red on the CBS early map at 506sports.com. And will be broadcast to much of the country. Outside of Cincinnati, Cleveland, and Columbus, this game will also be seen in Seattle, Portland, San Francisco, Sacramento, LA, San Diego, Las Vegas, Phoenix, Tucson, Boise, Salt Lake City, Albuquerque, El Paso, Denver, Reno, Colorado Springs, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Wichita, Kansas City, Omaha, St. Louis, Indianapolis, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany, Boston, Providence, Hartford, New York, Philadelphia, Louisville, as well as in Alaska and Hawaii. The current point spread in this game is Cincinnati -2.5, and the over-under is at 48. Now, the point spreads and over-unders are courtesy of the Sports Alerts app. I forgot to mention that at the beginning, but there you go. If there's one team that the Browns play very tough in that AFC North, it has to be the Cincinnati Bengals. And this may be one of the most improved teams in the NFL going into 2023. Now, there is an injury concern for the Bengals with quarterback Joe Burrow. Of course, he got injured during training camp. So we're not sure how effective he will be in this game. But I'm going to take the Browns here at home, 24-21. I have the game finishing under 48. And I have Cleveland against the spread at plus 2.5. All right, our next game takes us to Baltimore, as the 7th-ranked Baltimore Ravens will play host to the Houston Texans, ranked number 27, and another rookie quarterback in C.J. Stroud. Sunday at 1 p.m. on CBS. This game is shaded in green on the CBS early map on 506sports.com. The announcers are Spiro Dedes and Adam Archuleta, and sideline reports by Aditi Kinkhabwala. I think that's how you pronounce her name. I'm not sure. But if I butchered it, sorry about that. Anyway, this game also has a pretty limited coverage area. In markets outside of Houston and Baltimore, this game will be seen in Washington, Richmond, Norfolk, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, and San Antonio. Current point spread is Baltimore minus 9.5, and the over-under is at 43.5. Now, the Ravens have a lot of new weapons on that offense, namely Odell Beckham Jr., But the Texans, I think they're probably going to keep this game close. Call me crazy, but I think they're going to keep this game close. The defense, no one talks about them. They're slept on quite a bit. But I think the one problem is they have very little juice on offense. I don't think that's going to be the problem. But I have Baltimore winning this game 30-24. I have this game going over 43.5. And I'm taking Houston plus the 9.5 points on the point spread. Okay, the next game up is an AFC South Division battle with the defending division champion Jacksonville Jaguars, ranked number 10 in my Week 1 power rankings, traveling to Lucas Oil Stadium to face the 31st ranked Indianapolis Colts, with yet another rookie quarterback, this time being Anthony Richardson, the 4th overall player taken in the draft. This is Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The announcers for this game are Kenny Albert and Jonathan Vilma, with sideline reports from Shannon Spake. This game is listed in green on the Fox early map at 506sports.com. Meaning outside of Indianapolis and Jacksonville, this game will be seen in, give me just a moment here. Here it is. This game will be seen in only Louisville and Orlando, and those are the major markets outside of Jacksonville and Indianapolis. So again, very limited coverage area. Current point spread is Jacksonville minus 5. Over under is 46.5 points. And given the fact that the Jaguars and Colts tend to play low-scoring games, I think this is going to be one of them. I've got Jacksonville winning 21-13. I have the game finishing well under 46.5. And I'm taking the Jags minus 5. Our next game up is the San Francisco 49ers, ranked number 4 in my Week 1 power rankings, visiting Acrisure Stadium to face the Pittsburgh Steelers, ranked number 18. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. This game is shaded in red on the Fox early map at 506sports.com. And this game will be seen in a big chunk of the country. Outside of San Francisco and Pittsburgh, this game will be seen in Seattle, Portland, Boise, Reno, Sacramento, Los Angeles, San Diego, Las Vegas, Salt Lake City, Denver, Colorado Springs, Albuquerque, El Paso, Dallas-Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Little Rock, Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, Wichita, Kansas City, St. Louis, Omaha, Des Moines, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Green Bay, Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Cleveland, Columbus, Cincinnati, Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany, New York City, Philadelphia, Hartford, Providence, Boston, Tampa, St. Petersburg, Miami, Fort Lauderdale, as well as in Alaska and Hawaii. That's a mouthful. Current point spread is the 49ers at -2.5, and the over-under is 41.5. Now, I have the Steelers winning, and here's why. Mike Tomlin knows how to win season openers. If you go back to 2013, Tomlin has a 6-3-1 record in week 1. Well, if you go back to 2016, Tomlin is 6-1 in the last 7 season openers. And the news out of this game for the 49ers is that Nick Bosa finally signed a deal with the 49ers. It's unknown whether he will play on Sunday or not. But either way, I have the Steelers winning given Tomlin's track record in week 1. Give me Pittsburgh in this one, 24-20. I have the game finishing a bit over 41.5. And I'm taking the Steelers against the spread at +2.5. Off we go to the Twin Cities as the Minnesota Vikings, ranked number 16 in my week 1 power rankings, take on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers with a new quarterback in Baker Mayfield, ranked number 30. Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. This game is lit in blue on the CBS early map at 506sports.com. The announcers for this game will be Andrew Catalan, Tiki Barber, and Matt Ryan, with sideline reports from AJ Ross. Oh, I forgot to mention the broadcast team for the Niners and Steelers. That's going to be Joe Davis and Daryl Johnson. Sideline reports by Pam Oliver. All right, so again, this game is listed in blue on the CBS early map at 506sports.com and will be seen not only in Tampa Bay and the Twin Cities, but also in Green Bay, Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago, Des Moines, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Orlando, and Miami, Fort Lauderdale. Current point spread, let me turn this back over, is Minnesota -5, over-under is at 45. I do have the Vikings winning straight up 27-23 in the game, going over 45. But I'm taking Tampa Bay as the road underdog at +5. Insane as that sounds. Our final early game on Sunday is the Tennessee Titans at the New Orleans Saints. The Titans are ranked 21st in my week 1 power rankings, while the Saints are ranked 19th. This is Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern on CBS. The announcers will be Chris Lewis, Jason McCourty, and Ross Tucker, with sideline reports from Amanda Guerra. This game is shaded in yellow on the CBS early map at 506sports.com. And this is a pretty limited area, primarily being broadcast to the Southeast U.S., and just like the Panthers-Falcons game is. Besides Nashville and New Orleans, this game will also be seen in Shreveport, Baton Rouge, Little Rock, Memphis, Knoxville, Chattanooga, Atlanta, Charlotte, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Raleigh-Durham, and Birmingham. Current point spread is New Orleans -3, over under is set at 41. But I just don't trust the Saints in this one. I mean, yes, they went out and got Derek Carr this offseason. He's the best quarterback by far in the NFC South. But no one's talking about the Tennessee Titans other than the demise of the Tennessee Titans. I mean, Tannehill's still a good quarterback. King Henry is still a beast at running back when healthy. They went out into free agency and grabbed DeAndre Hopkins, which gives them a number one target at the wide receiver position. But I think the one problem with the Tennessee offense is the O-line. It's not as strong as it has been in recent years. So that's my only concern. Despite that, I'm taking the Titans to go into the Superdome and win 26-20. I have this game going over the 41, and I'm taking Tennessee against the spread +3. All right, that brings us to the 5 late games on Sunday, starting off with the oldest rivalry in the National Football League, the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. This game is being played in Soldier Field. The Packers are ranked 20th in my Week 1 power rankings, while the Bears are 28th. This is Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on Fox. And again, both networks will have doubleheaders. This game shaded in red on the Fox Late map on 506sports.com, and most of the country will be getting this game. So pretty much every Fox station in the Eastern and Central, pretty much every Fox station in the Eastern, Central, and Mountain time zones, plus Las Vegas, which is Pacific time, they will all be getting this game. The announcers will be Kevin Burkhardt and Greg Olsen, with sideline reports from both Aaron Rodgers and Tom Rinaldi. Current point spread is the Bears -1, over under is at 42, but I am not buying the Justin Fields hype. Not at all. Jordan loves the new quarterback in Green Bay, replacing Aaron Rodgers, and I think he'll have a pretty good game on Sunday. Give me the Packers 24-17. Half the game going 1 point under the 42, and I'm taking Green Bay plus that measly 1 point. Next up, we are off to the AFC West as the Las Vegas Raiders travel to Empower Field at Mile High to face the Denver Broncos. The Raiders are ranked 26th in my Week 1 power rankings, while the Broncos are just a couple steps ahead of them at number 24. This is Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS. The announcers for this game will be Tom McCarthy and James Lofton. Sideline reports from Jay Feely and Timothy Blattman. Or maybe Jay Feely will be the third man in the broadcast booth. Who knows? Anyway, this game is shaded in green on the CBS Late map on 506sports.com. And outside of Las Vegas and Denver, a big chunk of the West will be getting this game, including Seattle, Boise, Reno, San Francisco, Seattle, Phoenix, Tucson, Salt Lake City, Albuquerque, Colorado Springs, El Paso, Wichita, and Omaha. Current point spread is Denver minus 3.5, and the over-under is at 44 points. Now, given how bad Russell Wilson was in 2022, I just don't trust the man now. And I do not trust him to beat the offensive loaded Raiders in front of the home crowd at Mile High. For some strange reason, I just don't trust the Broncos. Plus, their receiver room is pretty much gashed with injuries. Tim Patrick is hurt. Hamler is hurt. A lot of players are hurt in that wide receiver core for the Broncos. And I think the Raiders will take full advantage of that. Give me Vegas 31-20. Got the game going over 44. And I have Vegas plus 3.5. All right, now we're off to the NFC West as the Los Angeles Rams battle the Seattle Seahawks. LA is ranked 29th in my week 1 power rankings. Seattle is ranked 9th. Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on Fox. This game is shaded in blue on the Fox Late map at 506sports.com. Outside of LA and Seattle, this game will also be seen in Boise, Portland, Reno, Sacramento, San Francisco, San Diego, Alaska, and Hawaii. So pretty much every Fox station in the Pacific time zone, except for Las Vegas, will be getting this game. Current point spread is Seattle minus 5.5. Over-under is 45.5. Now, the big news out of this game is Cooper Kupp is having surgery and has been ruled out for Sunday, so he will not be playing. And that's a pretty big deal. That said, I'm taking the Seahawks 34-17. I have the game going over 45.5. And I'm taking Seattle minus the 5.5 points. Next up, it's the Miami Dolphins at the Los Angeles Chargers. The Dolphins are ranked 12th in my week 1 power rankings, while the Chargers right above them at number 11. Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS. And the Rams and Seahawks, the announcer team will be Kevin Kugler and Mark Sanchez, with Laura Oakman on the sidelines. As for the Dolphins and Chargers, you've got Kevin Harlan on play-by-play, Trent Green on color commentary, and sideline reports from Melanie Collins. This game will be listed in blue on the CBS Late map on 506sports.com. So outside of Miami and Los Angeles, this game will be seen in San Diego, Portland, Tallahassee, Jacksonville, Orlando, and Tampa Bay. Current point spread is the Chargers minus 3. Over-unders at 51.5. I have the Chargers winning this game 28-24. I have the game going barely over 51.5. And I'm taking LA minus the 3. The next game is a rematch of Super Bowl 52 as the Philadelphia Eagles, the reigning NFC champions, ranked number 3 in my week 1 power rankings, venture off to Foxborough to face Mac Jones and the New England Patriots, ranked number 14. Sunday at 4:25 Eastern on CBS. The announcers for this game will be Jim Nantz and Tony Romo, with sideline reports from Tracy Wolfson. And this is the national game of interest on CBS in the late window, as it is shaded in red on the CBS Late Map at 506sports.com. So most of the country will be getting this game. Outside of Boston and Philly, this game will be seen in Dallas, Fort Worth, Houston, San Antonio, Austin, Oklahoma City, Tulsa, Kansas City, St. Louis, Des Moines, Minneapolis, St. Paul, Green Bay, Madison, Milwaukee, Chicago, Indianapolis, Louisville, Cincinnati, Columbus, Cleveland, Little Rock, Shreveport, Baton Rouge, New Orleans, Memphis, Nashville, Knoxville, Chattanooga, Atlanta, Charlotte, Greensboro, Winston-Salem, Raleigh-Durham, Norfolk, Richmond, Washington, D.C., Baltimore, Pittsburgh, Buffalo, Syracuse, Albany, New York City, Detroit, Grand Rapids, Hartford, Providence, and Birmingham. Current point spread is Philadelphia -4. The over-under is at 45. And this is Tom Brady Appreciation Day at Gillette Stadium on Sunday. So you know TB12 is going to be in the building on Sunday. But even with the GOAT in attendance, I don't see how the Patriots are going to slow down this high-powered Eagle offense led by Jalen Hurts, A.J. Brown, and Devontae Smith. That said, give me my birds, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly. 31-21. I have the game going over 45, and I'm taking Philly -4. All right, that brings us to Sunday Night Football. And the Dallas Cowboys facing off with the New York Giants in an NFC East battle. The Cowboys come in ranked number 6 in my Week 1 power rankings. The Giants are 15th. This is Sunday at 8:20 Eastern on NBC and streaming on Peacock. The announcers will be the same broadcast team for tonight's Lions-Chiefs game. Mike Tirico, Chris Collinsworth, and Melissa Stark. Correct point spread is Dallas -3. Over-under is at 45. I got them boys winning 29-17. I have the game finishing a point over the 45. And I'm taking the boys -3. And wrapping up kickoff weekend 2023 is Monday Night Football in a battle in the AFC East. As the Buffalo Bills, ranked number 5 in my Week 1 power rankings, face off with the New York Jets, ranked number 8. Monday at 8:15 Eastern. The game will be televised on ESPN and ABC and streaming on ESPN Plus, but I think they also have some special coverage of the game on ESPN2 as well. The announcers are going to be Joe Buck and Troy Aikman, with sideline reports from Lisa Salters. Current point spread is Buffalo at -2.5. And the over-under is at 45.5. And this is going to be Aaron Rodgers' first game as a Jet. But I have the Bills winning this one 27-24. I have the game going over 45.5. And I'm taking Buffalo against the spread -2.5. And now you are all set for kickoff weekend 2023 in the National Football League. We'll be doing this every Thursday. So join me every Thursday for my picks. All right, our next video will be on Monday when we take a look at the new college football rankings. So make sure you join me on Monday for those. And we'll recap Week 1 of the NFL in the season premiere of the week that was. That's coming out on Tuesday, so watch out for that as well. In the meantime, like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Ring the bell and get notified every time I go live. Big Al signing off. Sorry. Thanks for watching, and ladies and gentlemen, football is back. Enjoy the pigskin this weekend. Peace out.